I'm Indy Nidell,
And I'm Burns.
and this is the exciting trailer for our baseball history time machine, where we tell you who we are and what you can expect from this podcast.
It's going to be awesome.
It sure is. It's a bit different from other baseball podcasts out there, though. This covers stories, stars, stats, and just weird and cool baseball history from the mid-1800s until around the 1980s, but in a way you don't really see anywhere else out there. We checked.
Why around the 1980s as a stopping point, Indy?
There's a bunch of podcasts and video media out there that cover the last 40 or 50 years or so of baseball, and they do a pretty good job. So I figure I'll focus on the century plus before that and give it its proper due.
And why you?
Well, I am a historian, and I'm pretty aware that most of the people listening to the first few episodes of this series when it first comes out are doing so because they know me. Over the last 10 years, I've done a bunch of very popular historical documentary series that you can find on YouTube. World War II in real time, the Korean War in real time, Sabaton history, Time Ghost history, the Great War, mainly military history, but anyone who knows me at all knows that I'm first and foremost a baseball historian.
Well, you've been doing baseball research and reading about baseball history for, over 50 years now?
I have. My mom actually bought me my first baseball book, Inside Baseball by Arthur Daly, when I was a little kid in the early 70s.
What's that about?
Daly was a sports writer, and it was loads of, well, just crazy and funny baseball stories about all the legends he knew and wrote about, covering 1900 to 1950. It was my first exposure to guys like Hal Chase, Dazzy Vance, Ted Lyons, Jimmy Dykes, and, well, many, many more. It is still one of the greatest baseball books ever, and it's written for teens, so it was easy enough even for a kid who loved baseball to manage. Just story after story.
So we're going to be doing the same kind of thing, right? Story after story, but with a kind of a bigger time frame?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I wasn't there in, 1894 or 1927 or whenever, but I'm pretty sure we can make it all come to life in this series. That's our goal.
It's going to be weekly?
Yep, and the episodes will be, say, 25 to 35 minutes long-ish, different topics. I have more to talk about.
This is going to be fun.
Okay, why don't you tell them who you are?
Well, that's pretty straightforward. My name is Burns, and that's how you'll get to know me. I'm from South Africa. I live in Sweden now, and that's how we know each other. Indy lives here now as well. But unlike him, who's from the States, where they have a lot of baseball, where I'm from, there's not a lot of baseball at all. But I am, however, a passionate fan, and I love listening to all of Indy's stories about the old heroes.
And you're also the only guy I know who can watch a baseball game and go from, I hate this team, what a waste of time these idiots are, to, this is the best team ever assembled and we're going to walk to the World Series within 3 pitches in, the 3rd inning.
Well, I did say I was passionate. Right?
And so am I. And we assume everyone who listens to us is too. So I'm not planning on having to explain what things like slugging percentage or OPS or WAR are.
Yeah, we assume that our fans will be nerdy enough to know all of that.
And we're thinking, at least for the time being, that the new episodes will come out each Sunday, for those of you who want to check us out on your day off maybe, or listen to us on the way to work Monday morning. And hopefully we'll start Sunday, March 30th at the end of 2025 opening weekend.
You're not counting the Japan series on the 18th and 19th of March, are you?
Well, I'm not discounting it, but all the other MLB teams begin the season the 27th, except for one game the 28th, so we're going to roll with that weekend.
I can't wait.
It's going to be great, and we'll be back soon with Indy Nidell's Baseball History Time Machine.